Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm trying something new today, or at least, new to you guys, maybe. It's Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies, which is a favorite of mine from maybe 12 years ago, I think. I think about 12 years. Um, it's a shooter roguelike wave defense kind of thing. I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's defense, it's wave based. It's a very simple game, very nostalgic for me. I don't know. I like showing you guys stuff from my past, that I like to boot up now and then makes me happy. So this is one of them times. One of them times. We're gonna be doing a bit of that. So this is less emphatic and illustrious amount of water. It's less of those things of my intro than I wish it was, because this is my second time attempting to record this today. My first one, I think, was much better spoken, but we just got to play the game. So, you start in a cool little map. And kill zombies. It's that simple. I'm not going to explain too much, because I did have one criticism with my personal video. That's not there. Ooh, yikes. My reload button is there now? Right. The really big reason why I had to throw out that video that I was really happy with was my controller that, the one I've been using this entire time has died. And it died in such a way that it made playing this game very difficult but possible. It did not allow me to strafe to the left ever. So that was really awkward, but we are fine now. Just playing a little bit of a very simple, simple as it gets survival map. This gets harder over time. You gotta see how long you can make it given what you have. You can see the wave counter there on the bottom left. Excellent. But yeah, I'm not going to be explaining too much beyond that. I'm just going to kind of be doing things, and you'll have to intuit what I'm doing. Probably for most, but not all things. I'm just not a big fan of over-explaining. I think it's annoying, and it also assumes that you don't know the game I'm playing, which, you may. It's also not a complex game. So, I'm doing pretty good today, I think, personally. But I should update you on that. Because I don't really remember the last two Spelunky videos I uploaded, but I do know... Whoops, that's not the right button. I do know that they were in the middle of a really bad spot for me. I just felt really low and crappy and had a headache, and I was stuck in bed, and I did still record a little, but I just had no focus, and I don't remember how evident that's going to be in the videos. I do think that they're still good videos, but, felt, it's worth saying something at least. I'm doing pretty good today. And also, my hands have been pretty good the last few days. I think they may be healing, but, this is the kind of thing where it's a very specific moment in time. It's a recording. It'll still be visible in the future. So, I hate saying things like that because it feels like jinxing it. I don't want to be here in a week and think, hey, remember that time I was dumb enough to think that my hands were getting better. But they have been feeling really strong the last few days. It's a bit of joint pain, which I kind of expect, but it's really not what it was. Which was an overly weak feeling like half my fingers were, like, dislocated from the others. Just clumsy, strange, odd behavior. Whatever's typical of Lyme disease-induced tendinitis, as I'm sure you know all the inner workings of such a thing. Probably better than I do. We're all scholars here. So yeah, just a chill one today, because I wouldn't say I'm at my best. I'm a bit... just a little bit low energy, I suppose, which isn't a terrible thing, but, just putting your expectations where they should be, and I'm playing this comfy, familiar game for a reason. And it's, you know, it's very, very arcadey, very simple. It's just the kind of thing I need today. I haven't played this in forever. Even if it is very simple, I don't remember where everything is. I guess in my spare time, I've been playing more UFO 50, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned in my last Spelunky video, and I think what I said was, I quote roughly, I've been playing UFO 50, and I told you this in the last video, but I've been playing it more ever since, and that's, like, still true. I'm in trouble. I'm not in trouble. I'm actually fine. Wish I had a gun. Basic game flow here, though, is just buy the cool drinks. They all give you abilities. And then you hit the mystery box here, which gives you a gun usually. You know, usually is doing some heavy lifting there. Oh. That's one of my favorite guns in the game. Cool. I always like that a lot about this game, you know, the random aspect. I mean, it's what holds any roguelike together. I think the variance between runs matters more to me than probably anything else in this genre. Even down to whether you can win or not, you know? Like, this doesn't have an ending. But I still don't really care. I weep every day for how horrible my aim on controller is. It's not fantastic on PC either, so don't get your hopes up. But, I really do miss mouse aiming. I wouldn't be missing shooting at a zombie. That's for sure. But it's all good, you know, this is a special video. It's just really chill, low stakes. Probably won't make it that far, you know, I'm sure at some point sooner rather than later I'm gonna get killed, and then I'll call the video and get to editing my 2 Spelunky episodes that I should have uploaded by now. I'm pretty sure there's been like a 4 or 5 day break in uploads at the moment. And I have the videos ready, I just haven't finished editing them because I just didn't feel very good. Is it kind of weird to say that this is like Zen for me? I guess probably. Being in the exploding zombie apocalypse, it is a bit strange to find that Zen, but it's very familiar to me. This was like a formative game for me. It's what got me into shooters, it's what got me into roguelikes. And, I mean, really, it's what got me into gaming beyond, like, basic Nintendo stuff. Because for a while, all I really had was Nintendo stuff. Which is fine, I mean, that was the Wii era. Fuck. Okay. That was the Wii era. A lot of good games. A lot of games that I still play now and then. Like to whip out Mario Galaxy every other year or so for a replay, you know, it's real comfy. I'm so chilled out right now. I'm really glad. Could use some more water, though. I'm actually going to refill my water cup. I think it does matter to me a lot that I have a bit of water in my system right now. I'm very thirsty. I'm not going to pause because, I mean, it is right across the room, more or less. I am really glad that I restarted the recording. Like, my controller messing up aside, there was also... I got into it, and I think I had a really good thing going with my commentary, but it was too high energy for what I'm capable of today. So it kind of burned down into what I'm doing now, but like a bit awkward because I felt constantly aware that I wasn't delivering the commentary that I wanted to earlier in the video. I just needed a break into think about it. You know, it's always a little hard to be too confident about showing off new things to people, especially new things that you're really passionate about. Even when it's just like a dumb little game like this. I don't know. I worry too much. I always worry too much about everything. It's just how it is. I think I've been told that by 3 different people on different occasions in the past, like, 3 days. But I'm doing pretty good, though. I'm having a really good time. I just don't know if I say worrying things sometimes. I think it's the day after tomorrow, by the way, that I'm starting physical therapy for my hands. I'm really excited for it, but it's a little intimidating as well, because I've never done something like that before. I've never really had any physical problems like that. For me, it's always been getting sick. I've always been kind of sickly, but never something so severe as losing use of your hands and slowly gaining it back. Which, I mean, it's nice to be able to say the latter part of that now, like 5.5 weeks after it started, or maybe even 6 weeks now, I'm not sure. But, I mean, you know, imagine being at the start of that, and maybe you've even had something similar. Fuck. Okay, I'm okay. Maybe you've even had something similar, but when you're at the start of that, you don't know when it's going to end, or if it's going to end. It's one of the scariest things I've ever experienced, I think. I've just been thinking about that a lot with how my hands seem to have been recovering the last few days. I hope that it's true. You can never really know, I suppose, until it's over. But a 3-day streak of my hands feeling okay, despite that I've been using them, I don't think that's happened yet. I think always they've been so receptive to me using them that whenever they felt good enough to start using them again, I would use them and they would get worse. But now they didn't even feel that great, and I started using them, and it's just kind of continued to improve. So I hope I'm not seeing things. I would love to be normal again. Boy, what a depressing tangent. Sorry, it's, you know, it's kind of my entire life. I still don't think I would be able to play this on keyboard yet. But I mean, being able to play it on controller is a lot more than I used to be able to do. Especially because, you know, this isn't just any game to play on controller. It's a shooter. It's a first-person shooter. It's in a 3D space, I guess, obviously. And the targets are running towards you very fast and attacking you from every direction. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, I have a revive. I forgot. But yeah, it requires a lot more constant inputs on your index fingers and your thumbs, especially your thumbs. And those are 2 of my fingers that kind of suck the most. So even now I'm still going to be limiting it because my thumbs aren't perfect right now, but... I mean, you know, I couldn't be playing this at all in the past, so... This is still okay. And either way, this controller is a lot easier on my hands than the other one was. I do miss it, though. That controller was my... It was very loyal to me. I had it for years. It only started breaking recently, but I remember it was doing this in Spelunky. It's one of my recent videos. I don't know which one. But you might have noticed, if you're paying that much attention, which I wouldn't expect from you, because you have absolutely no need to do that, because you're not me. Dude, can you stop reloading your gun for 2 seconds? I'm gonna die. Anyway, point is, it was doing this thing in my Spelunky video, and I did notice, but it seemed to not really be a problem. Maybe I just didn't notice. I'm getting so messed up by my button layouts being swapped. It seems like it like detected that this is a Switch controller, so it swapped my inputs. You know, the face buttons, I mean, they're opposite of what they were. So once I'm done with this, I'm probably going to try to change them, but it's not that big of a deal. Just a little, you know, slightly annoying. Around 9. It's not bad. You know, for where I'm at. Oh yeah, that's not the button to use anymore. There's the button to switch weapons. Here you go. So comfy. It's so weird to play games like this and think, you know, this was 12 years ago. It's hard getting old. I was 12 when this came out, I think. And, I mean, to me, this is still, like, a decent baseline of how video games should look. And maybe that means I'm, like, a product of my time. I wonder if it's like that for anyone. Like, for people who are older than me, I wonder if, like, Nintendo 64 games or even, like, classic arcade games are, that's a totally fine baseline to them because it's what they got into gaming with. I'm not sure. I just think sometimes. In general. I do occasionally think, I promise. This is so calming. Once I've played more of this, because I am probably going to keep playing it, because it's very enjoyable and comfortable to me. And that kind of matters the most, I guess. But eventually I'll get into stuff that's more complicated than this little... this is intentionally, like, even within the game at the time, this was intentionally cut off from its own map to be simplistic, so there was, like, something basic to play. So this is very simple on purpose because I want simple right now. It can be a lot more. You can, like, upgrade your guns, and they're just much more... I can't think of the word. Ambitious, yes. They're much more ambitious maps than this. This is intentionally unambitious, but yeah, you already know what I'm talking about. I can't see. Gotta lock in a little bit. Maybe sometime I'll even play this with my friends, because I do have a bunch of friends who are into this. I just rarely involve my friends with my YouTube channel, and I'm not really sure why. I guess because it's a little bit stressful to ask. I'm dead. Oh, alright, and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's just kind of stressful to put that question on people, because it's kind of a loaded question. Because it's not really, do you want to play video games with me and, like, talk? It's like, do you want to be immortalized on YouTube as your like, current self? Do you want to be, like, engraved into the internet? For me, I don't really care because... I don't know. I mean... It has meaning as much as it has no meaning for me. I would love if people found whatever this channel is, you know, as, like, an interesting time capsule someday. I guess it is already a time capsule because I only play old games. I don't mind being, you know, comprehended, observed, known to exist. I think I even would say that I like this objective evidence of my existence existing. But that's probably overly philosophical. What is that? That was an instant kill. That would be a big help right now. May I have it? Great. see things are heating up a little bit by now. It'll never stop. There's no cap. It never stops getting scarier. Oh no, I'm reloading. Okay, you can jump here. Cool. I gotta get out of this barn before it kills me. I literally get the input wrong every time. I think it's Sunday right now. I was just thinking about it. A bunch of my family is out having a gathering right now. If you don't mind me being overly personal, that's just what's going on today. I'm not there, obviously. It is going on right now. There's just a lot of context, I guess, but it's not just me being a loser and skipping out. It's probably also that I'm sick and have Lyme disease, and none of us like each other that much, I suppose, or know each other very well. It just seems very unpleasant. So, it is a memorial for a dead guy, which is unfortunate to miss out on, but I especially didn't know him. He doesn't even live in my country. Oh yeah, there's more zombies. Yeah, and I never had the most, like, family connections. I guess I'm just kind of an odd person. Or maybe they're odd and I'm normal, I don't know. I think this is the most I've ever just spoken intimately about things, which is a bit odd. But even if, I'm just a person playing video games, I like the small community I have, and I like to be personal with them and tell them about myself and be known a little bit more despite not being known. Is that odd? Because it's not really like having friends. But I don't think it's nothing either. I'm not sure. I guess I'm just worrying too much again. I like being here and talking to you, though, a lot. I'm a little sappy when I'm tired, I guess. But the thought does make me happy. Where my thumb split is, maybe. My thumb hurts a little. It isn't normal, though. It may be because I had it in too tight of a splint that it hurts. I've been splinting them a lot more lately, which I think has been contributing to the healing. I was supposed to be wearing them at night, but I never did, because I have a lot of trouble sleeping already, and I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but that just made it impossible to sleep. So I guess eventually I just kind of sucked it up and got really tired and then fell asleep with them on, and I think that's what started this, like, healing, but it might just be a coincidence. Either way, pretty much all the time I'm not explicitly using them, they're in a splint. I gotta be careful. Am I even, like, killing zombies? What's going on? I've just been in my own head, like, talking with you. I do feel really good today, despite how I don't have that much energy. I'm really thankful for that. Because I only slept for 6 hours, and I woke up and I saw, and I thought to myself, if I go back to sleep, I'm going to ruin my entire sleep schedule and become nocturnal again. And I can't really be nocturnal like I used to, because I have to go to physical therapy. And normal therapy. So I said I'm just gonna lock in and take it. I'm gonna just sleep for 6 hours. And I am A little bit tired, for sure, but it's not that bad. What a mundane story, and what an odd way to tell it. Whatever, all of this is mundane. If you're still listening to me talking right now, then I have to imagine that you're fine with it. Or at least I would hope so. If you're not, that would probably be pretty unpleasant for you. Let me see, how long has this been going on? This is a 25-minute video. Well, it's a zombies run. I don't really decide when it ends, but I do have to imagine I'm probably going to die soon regardless. I guess once I play more complicated maps and once I'm back on my controller, I'm probably going to either need to start cutting videos up more or just having longer videos. Because I can play one match of zombies for like a while. I don't really anymore, I mean for obvious reasons, but also before my hands fucked up, I still didn't really play long runs that often. It's round 15. I used to like routinely do stuff to like round 50, and each round gets longer and longer. You know, that is a long run. That's like almost 2 hours probably, I would guess. I don't do that so much anymore, just because I value my time a bit differently than I used to. I'm not sure. It's not like I try to, it just becomes increasingly evident to me that I've been playing the same thing for 2 hours. And I'm not, like, improving my life. I don't think that is really a mindset that my Adderall started. I think I'm just kind of here naturally anyway. Maybe from growing up, I'm not sure. I would not know. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna live, but I am probably gonna die soon. I just dumped half a mag into the floor. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, max ammo. That'll be a big help once I'm back up. So, we've revived 3 times, which is the limit. I'm not going to get to reload here, because I gotta get out of here. So we're now in a bit of trouble. Because we can't make a mistake ever again, but it's about at the time in the video where I would say that's probably fine. I don't want to be playing this for much longer than a half an hour, because obviously I don't like putting out videos that are that long. This has been, like, really, really comfy, though. I'm glad I decided on this. I've been thinking about recording it for a while, but I always just end up playing Spelunky instead, because you know, I know how to play both of them, but I know how to record Spelunky. I know how to talk over Spelunky. And that's one of the obstacles that I've noticed most when I'm trying to branch out into other games. It's what made recording UFO 50 so difficult. I have no idea how to commentate them. I don't really know how to put it, I guess, but I mean, my commentary, I guess, is just me comfortably talking, so I guess the key point of it that's a problem is whether I'm comfortable or not. I think that has to be it. But I think that becoming more comfortable in unfamiliar situations is a part of becoming more confident in unfamiliar situations. So I think it is something that I can improve. And I think I already have improved it somewhat just by doing this channel. But I don't know. I've just been thinking about it because I wanted to record UFO 50. And I have tried to record more videos since, like, I had my first impression with the game that was kind of, like, terrible. But, there's so many walkers. It's around 17. I don't remember what I was saying. I had to focus too much. I'm 18. I'd like some more water. I have it here, though. Right, yeah, I just don't feel like UFO 50 has really been a good recording game. I've tried starting it over a good few times. I mean, I love playing it by myself on my Steam Deck. I have some games that I really enjoy by now. Oh, wait. What the fuck am I saying? The one commenter that I talked about, UFO50, with said I should just find games that I like and then stream those anyway. What am I even saying? I found games I like and I'm not recording them yet. I should just do that. I guess I'll try that. I have a couple that I really like. I think it's such a neat game, though. I love playing it. But I think definitely my biggest weakness right now as a commentator, at least in terms of what I want to do, because I'm sure there's more optimal ways to do just about everything I'm doing, but that wouldn't be me, so I don't want to do them. I think my biggest problem is that I don't know how to act while consuming a first impression of something. Because usually I'm just paying attention to it and I'm kind of quiet and I'm dead, and we've survived 18 rounds. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm paying too much attention to the game, and I can't act like my normal self in a Spelunky video, so I kind of feel like I'm not talking enough. Whatever. It's all just worrying at the end of the day. It's not very important. So that was Black Ops 2 Zombies. Just the same as I remember it. I mean, I still play it now and then, though, so I didn't really expect anything else. I hope you enjoyed watching. I am going to cut the video here and then probably rest my hands a bit. And, oh, right, I have to edit those Spelunky videos. I have 2 or 3 of them just, like, in the hopper waiting to get uploaded. But I mentioned that already, though. Whatever. I'm tired. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm probably going to make more of this, but I don't think it's going to necessarily replace anything. I've just been, like, you know, I've been wanting more comfort gaming with how things have been, and since I've been able to use my Steam Deck more, I've been doing it there, so I think, you know, maybe I should record it. So, you know, here we are. But I'm definitely going to keep playing Spelunky just as much, so, you know, if you're worried about that, don't worry. I just, you know, I want to do something other than no gold for a little bit. So that was that. See you guys around. I appreciate your company if you're still here, and see you next time. I still need a uniform ending. Oh, fuck, it's over a half hour. No, I went over a half hour. Oh my god, it's over a half